Now, the hosting of this important meeting in Nairobi is very, very significant. First, as a country, we are indeed privileged that we are hosting this premier institution of African Union Commission on Remittances, an institution that is charged with the responsibility to conduct research on the area of remittances in order to come up with innovative ways to build capacity of African countries to better utilize the inflows, the remittances. As a government, since AIR was inaugurated in this country, we have been closely working together, and we have achieved certain milestones within this short time that AIR has been in operation. We jointly worked together with AIR to host the first inaugural meeting of African governors, central bank governors, to look at ways on how, as a continent, we can tackle this issue of high transaction costs. Recently, we also held a very, very important meeting, and incidentally, that meeting was held in this very place, this very hotel. Together with AIR, we partnered with ADEPT, and allow me, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that I recognize the presence of my good brother Jibril of ADEPT. And during this meeting, we came up with a Nairobi declaration. There were concrete and practical solutions that we thought that when put in place will be able to help us achieve our goal of ensuring that transaction cost on remittances is within that range prescribed by the Sustainable Development Goals, the 3% transaction cost. Now, the significance of remittance and their potential as a vehicle to foster development in Africa is not in doubt. We are all aware that worldwide, it is estimated that remittances are over 3 times higher than cumulative official development assistance, ODA. In Kenya, the figures and the statistics speak for themselves. Last year, we achieved, in terms of remittances, over 3% of our GDP coming from our diaspora inflows. And as I say that, I'm talking about those that officially came through the official channel. The other side where we have not been able to capture is said to be enormous. And therefore, it remains a major source of our foreign exchange to this country. The inflows that we are getting from remittances has been estimated to be higher than what we are receiving from even tourism. So it is a significant issue that we look with a lot of, that we hope will be able to catapult this country higher in terms of our economic development. However, the issue of higher transaction costs of remittances remain a major challenge to developing countries realizing the full benefit of remittances. Money transfer within the continent, we have been told, it still remains very high. There are some corridors that are unrealistically high, and it is said that over 20% of what the diaspora are remitting are going towards the transaction cost. It is our hope that during this peer-to-peer exchange meeting that is taking place in Nairobi, discussions will focus on some of the practical solutions and ways that can be put in place so that something is done about this transaction cost. Time is not with us, because we might be looking at the goal, the time frame that we have. We are talking about 2020, 2030. But if you also think of what happened during the MDGs, we were talking of 2015, and most countries had thought that 2015 was far. And you saw that when we reached 2015, some of those targets that had been set were not fully realized. In Kenya, we are lucky to be pace setters on some of the innovative ways on money transfer. We are proud to say that our mobile money has gone a notch higher, and this can be tested by one of our major providers, Safaricom, which is by turnover is one of the biggest country within the region, and most of the income is through money transfer using the mobile platform. New technologies therefore must be used in terms of looking at ways of reducing remittances. The money transfer organizations, the MTOs, the banks, etc., and others should therefore employ new ways of overcoming ways to overcome the challenges of transaction costs. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I would wish to take this chance once again to wish you very fruitful discussions over the next 3 days. Let this peer-to-peer exchange not just come out with recommendations, but let it come out with practical solutions on how we can reduce the high transaction costs of remittances. Lastly, I urge all of you, especially those of you that are coming to this country for the first time, utilize this short time to know Kenya, enjoy the warmth and the nice weather of Kenya, particularly Nairobi. Thank you very much and most welcome.